All right, and welcome back to The Light and the Arts and Music Network. And we are here with the one and only Steve Young, the man and the mind behind the 8th annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance, which is taking place on Saturday, August 10th from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., being headlined by the world's greatest entertainer, Mr. Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh is one of the, in my opinion, one of the top 5 entertainers to ever walk this earth. So, and right now he's the greatest living entertainer, if you ask me. So I'm so happy to have him back here in Atlantic City and back on Kentucky Avenue. Also headlining will be the one and only Gene Karn. We're also going to have performances from Tashi, Sean Rock, the one and only Angela Burton, Boss Man. So we're here with the mind, like I said, behind it, Mr. Steve Young. Steve, you want to talk to the people?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here again. You know, you always been very supportive of what we do. You're always there on the stage to help us out. And we just want to give a shout out to you and what you do as well. And, you know, this is our 8th annual. I mean, every year we do this, and it's free and open to the public. And we want everybody to come out on, you know, Saturday, August the 10th, and it's from 12 noon up until 8 p.m. And we're going to have really something special for everybody this year, because a lot going on throughout our communities and throughout the country, and we want everybody to be present for peace. So we have the founder of Peacekeepers, Dennis Muhammad, is also going to be there with us, with also a peacekeeper, Dougie Fresh. And there's some more people coming from out of town, New York, Philadelphia, D.C. So we welcome everybody to come in town, in the block, in the hood, on Kentucky Avenue.
Yes, sir. So the beautiful thing about the events that you do at KY and the Curb, I was telling Angela this a little while ago. It seems to me that ever since that you've been doing this, you've gone through pains to make sure that most of the headliners are people who have actually performed at the Club Harlem, and I think that means something more to me, especially today, because I lost a good friend of mine, Mr. Jerry Lawson from the Persuasions, passed away earlier today. And I wish, I don't know if they ever performed at the Club Harlem, but I wish we could have brought them down. But going back to what I was saying before, my very first show that I attended at the Club Harlem was an Easter show. I waited around the corner with everybody else to see Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew back in 1980 something. So almost 40 years ago, and Dougie is still. Back then, if you would have asked me who the greatest entertainer was, I would have said Sammy Davis, Michael Jackson, and Dougie Fresh.
Well, you know, one thing we try to do is bring a mixture of artists, and it's very important that local artists as well as national artists be involved, because what happens is a lot of young people don't know about a live, never seen a live band, such as Gene Karn, and like Firestorm's coming, the Boss Man doing his James Brown routine. So these are very special times, and we have Tashi, like you said again, and then we have Sean Rock, and we have Mr. Baxter. I mean, he sounds like Barry White. You know what I mean? And then we have Angela Burton, and then we got a local artist, Angie D. Now she's been there since she was like 13 years old. So she's been growing with us with entertainment throughout the years, and oftentimes you don't get a chance to really show your talent here. And I just want to say a special shout out to Malik Mitchell. He was able to bring together some local talent, such as Tashi and Sean Brown, Sean Rock, and this is very important. And we have Streak Mass. and he's from Stanley Homes Village, and he walks through Brigantine Homes and different things like that. So he actually walks the street, and he's going to be on the stage with a Dougie Fresh, a national figure. So this is it means a lot to a lot of people, and it's about afterwards following it up as well.
So I was going to ask you about the importance of putting together an event that marries entertainment with the values and the mission of the Peacekeepers, but I think you just answered that question. Talk to me about the importance of the 8th annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance being a way to keep the memory of the Club Harlem and the businesses owned by people of color on Kentucky Avenue alive.
Well, you hear about a lot of cities, just like they had 125th Street in Harlem, we had our Club Harlem, and we right here on Kentucky Avenue. So basically, everything that has to do with numbers, to gambling, to playing cards, and so that means everything became lottery after we played the numbers. This all was done on Kentucky Avenue. And then when it came to blackjack and playing craps, that was in Club Harlem. So all these things became legal and took us out of the game. So it's a culture and a history of gaming, lottery tickets. So this is an educational as well, to know where we came from so we can know where we're going. And when you can use your talent with food, entertainment, and hospitality all within a 2-block range, that is very important to everybody. And this event is free. Don't cost you nothing but just to be there and have a nice time. And this is what we're supposed to be bringing to our communities. But the overall objective of Kentucky Avenue is actually to bring back another Club Harlem in the 21st century. And we already started with a hub already. It used to be called Reddings, and now it's called Kelsey's. Well, we talked to Mr. Carl Redding. We want to thank him very much for seeing the vision that we was talking about of revitalizing Kentucky Avenue. But we continue to do it with our Kentucky Avenue Festival, as well as a mural that we're actually working on, so we can actually be displayed so people can come from out of town and tours, so they actually see what's on the north side, which is the black side of Atlantic City.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, I'm here with Steve Young, the man behind the 8th annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance, which is a free festival featuring the one and only Doug E. Fresh, and not to be second on the bill, also Gene Carn, who is a wonderful recording artist. So you would pay a good deal of money to see either one of those. You get to see both of these people for free. All you have to do is show up. Now, if people want more information, what is the number to call? Maybe they want an opportunity to vend. What number should they call?
Well, the number is 609-829-8706. You can tell I don't dial it too much. We just answer it a lot. But it's very important if you want to vend. We have room for other performers and so forth. But between 3 and 4 o'clock, Dougie Fresh is actually, and the founder of the Peacekeepers, is actually going to talk about the information about the importance of being present for peace. And that is very important because we're going to start off with the African dance troupe from Camden. And these are little children from age 3 on up that started the music all the way from Africa, all the way up today. So we want to keep that thing keep rolling. And also we're going to have the Tramps, a tribute to the Tramps. And a lot of people don't know about the Tramps, but they was back in the day. They was like Blue Magic and the rest. so we want to thank Rhonda Thorpe of On the Grind. It's been very helpful. The City of Atlantic City Library, and Casino Reinvestment Development Authority. So this was a collaborative effort this year, because basically all the entertainment was taken away from us a few years ago, back about 3 years straight. But we kept going because we're a private business, Polaris Development LLC, which is basically, Polaris means the North Star, and that's the way you work your way to freedom. So we want everybody to come on out, enjoy themselves, enjoy what's going on, and we will have activities for our children, free bouncies and different things like that. There'll be plenty of vendors, a lot of art work, because you do a tremendous job with art. And we would like for you to have a display out there this time.
All right. Well, I will see what I can do. Everything is, I mean, if you really need it, then it'll be there, and you know that. But we got to make it work logistically. But if you really need me there with the art display, I'll definitely be there.
Well, the reason why I said, you're very modest about your art, but we take it very respectfully, because your talent actually stays here in this city, in this our community, and we need the world to see it. And if you have a talent, we want everybody to show it. So 609-829-8706, and that's the number you can call for more information about the 8th Annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance Festival.
All right, I'm going to say this. I have a young lady named Nettie Long, who is a poet who performs with dancers, and she's really great. And so she's looking forward to being a part of this. So I got to talk to you behind the scenes about getting her on, as long as you do still have room, right?
Let me say this. You don't have to go behind the scenes with me. We can be straight up with it right now. If you say it's talent, and we will respect that and put her on whatever you would want her to be, because we respect the talent that you bring to the table, and throughout Atlantic City and throughout New Jersey.
Okay, thank you. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Light with Raymond Tyler. I'm here with the one and only Steve Young. We're talking about the 8th Annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance, taking place on Saturday, August 10th at 12 p.m. At KY and the Curb. And if you don't know where the Curb is, that's between Arctic and Atlantic Avenues in Atlantic City.
I just, we left out one person that's very important. Grand Mixer DXT. When you heard Herbie Hancock and you heard the Stratton with the turntables, this was really the first person that came out with rap. But the turntables was making the noise through the wax and the needle. You know what I mean? So we just know Grand Mixer. We do not want to miss him out, because he was very instrumental in talking to Dougie Fresh, and basically he's Dougie Fresh OG. So we want to say thank you for them, as well as Vibe 609. We've been promoting Vibe 609 with James King L, and we want everybody to tune in vibe609.com, because it's very important that we keep what we're doing within each other, so we can continue to move forward in Atlantic City and throughout this country.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So it's the 8th Annual Kentucky Avenue Renaissance coming up on August 10th. And if you've never been to the Club Harlem, we're going to give you, like Angela said, you missed it, but we're going to give you a taste with the one and only Dougie Fresh. And you won't have to wait around the corner like I did to see him back in 1984, 85, I think it was. And he'll be...
Introduce who she is. This is Polaris Development Group, LLC. This is a business associate. Ms. Blackwell, do you want to say a few words?
Hi, yes, I'm Dajanaba Blackwell. I am behind the scenes of Polaris Development, and I just wanted to say thank you to Jackie Williams, Makita. She was the one that actually started Kentucky Avenue, bringing performers. Back in the day, it was a lot of drill teams and so on, so this would be the rebirth of what she started. So I just wanted to say that.
And we have a special tribute for our young people in Atlantic City, so they can know that there's a future where they can move up like Dougie Fresh and be just as successful. So we want to again thank you again. You can reach us at 609-829-8706. Thank you.
All right, and I think I don't think I have anything to add to that, especially because I have to also get in interviews with Sean Rock, and I'm going to try and get Malik in here as well. Shout out to Vibe 609 and Shout out to Steve, and thank you so much for stopping by and for loving our community enough to keep this going. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more of The Light right after this.